What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Tressa's Collectibles channel. I'm Randall, aka Shizukatz.
And I'm Mike, aka Mike.
And today, we're going to be kicking off the gameplay block for Hololive Volume 2 with a couple brand new decks to show you guys. Today, we're both going to be running a standby variant, running the AZKi level 0. So this AZKi is a very powerful new standby combo where when you play her standby climax, you can bounce her back to the hand and send the climax to the waiting room in order to search your deck for a character. And we're going to be going into completely different endgames though. So I'm going to be going into the Gura late game, being able to use the standby climax to bring out copies of Gura, and then using multiple copies of this powerful Gura combo that has on attack, pay 2, discard 1, burn 2, and then I mill the top card of my deck twice, and then for each card among those mills that has a soul trigger icon, I get to burn 1 damage again. So we have a lot of really high damage potential in this particular deck.
Well, on my end, you might notice that my climax combos are a level 0 and a level 1. So same level 0 combo AZKi as Randall's deck is using. And then for my other climax line, I am running the new 1/1 Polka. If I have 2 or more other characters, she is a 7/5. And then climax combo on attack, I just salvage a character in my waiting room whose level is level X or lower, the number of different names in my memory. So if you have 2 different names, you can salvage level 2 or lower. However, in this particular build, we're actually going to just kind of ignore the whole memory thing. We're just going to run Polka for her nice beefy body, her ability to gain advantage on attack, and we're just going to salvage a bunch of zeros. And the whole rest of the deck is just basically bring out really big dudes that are really annoying to deal with. So we have cards like the level 3 Luna from set 1. She was always kind of like the big payoff for playing Standby if you were playing 8 Standby in Hololive. 11/5 body, the character across her cannot side attack, so you have to front into her, but then whenever she is reversed as a battle opponent, you get to discard 1 to burn 1, and whenever she's front attack, you can look at the top card of your deck or top and mill. So all really powerful effects, especially if you can standby her out at level 2. And then at level 1, we do run a new really annoying card, this 2/1 Kanata. When she attacks, she gets 1,000 per every one of our other characters, and then at the beginning of our opponent's attack phase, we can pay 1 to swap her with some other character on our board. So she can really easily contest the likes of even things like Alice, for example, or Muron, to force them to at least, have a counter, or with the numerous amount of power buffs in this deck, we can generally buff the Kanata to be well out of counter range for those big level 2 walls. So this deck doesn't run a climax combo finisher, but we kind of just get incremental damage through the 3/2 Luna, and then we do run the 3/2 AZKi as well, which can allow us to burn 1 extra point at the start of our encore. Yeah. So this deck is basically just like play big dudes, get a lot of advantage, compress well, and just go from there.
Yeah, and then one thing you guys will notice throughout this video is that we do run the 1/0 Kali, not for her combo.
Certainly not.
But for this thing in the top right corner.
Yeah.
So both of these are decks that for some amount of time or another have been pretty popular in the Japanese metagame. Obviously, Standby Gura being pretty popular for a few months now, ever since pretty shortly after JP Hololive got its set 2. However, the 8 Standby build that you're running is a bit more of a recent.
Right, and this is a more recent trend that was a direct result of the recent Japanese ban list, putting the 3/2 Gura and the level 2 Ame stock charger on the same list, so you could only run one of the 2. The 2/1 Ame was a great way for you to accelerate the stock into the stock threshold that you needed to get to 6 stock or 8 stock and 1 standby out Gura, and then you can triple Gura, and then you would just kill your opponent from low level 2. Bushu figured that was a bit too strong, so in Japanese they hit it, but right now in English she is not on the list. So we're going to run full power Gura today, show it off for you guys. And it should be a fun one.
And we have these beautiful Hololive official mats as well.
Unfortunately, just like Volume 1, we don't have any carton topper play mats provided by Bushu, so we're going to take things into our own hands and use some of our own. There you are.
Alright. Me first. Okay. So you have Mio on your mat, and then on my mat we have
Zeta, Vestia Zeta from Hololive Indonesian 3. She's one of my favorite characters, which is why I bought her birthday goods. So yeah, hopefully she'll be coming in Volume 3.
Okay. I'm gonna drop my whole hand.
Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable there. On my end, Alright, let's drop 3. We're gonna keep these 2. One of them I'm definitely going to clock, and the other one I'm gonna just have stick around as a beater, and then these are kind of useless for now. Alrighty.
Alright, let's do it. Draw for a turn. Okay. Let's start by clocking AZKi level 3 as red, just in case we get a standby, you know. Okay, we've got a pretty good start here. We're gonna lead off with one of our main plussing cards at level 0 in this deck, which is the level 0 Lammy. So she has the effect where when she gets reversed, I can pay 1, clock a character from waiting room, and then send her to memory in order to look at the top 4 and add a character from among them to my hand. And so this is a really good card in this particular deck because by going to memory, she lowers the concentration of non-climax or non-soul trigger cards in the deck going into late game. Does positioning matter in this deck?
It shouldn't.
Not really. I just need to hope you don't have Mastery. That would be bad. So I'll direct for 3 and standby. Our only target is this 5500.
Look at that vanilla with a soul trigger.
I mean, there's no reason for me not to put this here, I think.
Not for now, I think.
Yeah.
I think you're fine. Alright, that's for 3. 2, 3. 3's good.
Okay, go ahead.
Draw for turn. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. Clock our swap to draw 2. Ooh, very exciting draws.
Don't Mastery me, bro.
Well, the first thing we're going to do is play Matsuri.
Oh, no.
So this is from the Gen 1 trial deck. 2 effects on play, I can mill 3. So I'm just going to mill for more waiting room access. And then she's a level 0 stock bomb. Next, let's play a level 0 Choco. On play, reveal the top card of our deck, and then if it's a character, add it to hand, and discard a card. So we're actually going to discard this 1/1 Polka to standby out. And then she has a second effect of startup, pay 1, and sack herself to top check 4. We're going to leave her in the back row. We might use her effect next turn. What I do want to attack with as my second attacker though is this level 0 Mio. Really nice card. On play, top check 2, rearrange, so I get perfect information of what.
Well, you basically mocha yourself.
Yeah. And then
So you
I think I'm going to.
You can keep or send any of those you want to waiting room.
I'm gonna send this Polka here, and I'll trigger clean on the. Actually, I don't care about triggering clean. I just want to trigger standbys.
Sure.
All right, so we'll do that, and then she's also on play and on death drop search. I'm gonna direct with her, and then that should be fine. Anything else I want to do? No, I think we're good.
Sounds like it's time to play standby.
All right, let's play standby. Unfortunately, we don't have level 0 AZKi, but I do want this value nonetheless of getting the 1/1 Polka out for free. And let's start attacking front with the Matsuri for 2.
1, 2. Okay. And then you are
And
reverse.
On reverse, I activate an effect, send you to stock. You pay that climax out for you.
Thanks.
And then direct attack. Standby.
No.
Nice.
Oh no.
Alright, well, I really don't think he can contest the 7/5 unless he gets level 0 Yorha, which is a 4/0, to be fair. But if I played in my back row, I'm losing value anyways, so we might as well just play it in the front row.
Okay.
Alright, so that's for 3.
1, 2, cancel.
Okay.
I'll take a cancel on 3.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, draw for turn. Let's go ahead and clock Gura next. Draw 2. Okay. Okay. What are we doing here? So you have a 7500 Polka and a 500 power Mio. Let's see, what can we do here? I think I have an idea of what I want to do. Let's play Mio. Let's play a Mio of our own. I'm going to use the drop search ability first to discard this Gura. And I'm going to search for another Lammy.
Mm-hmm. Gotta get that nice advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Get some deck mill. Proactive attacker.
And then I'll follow that up with the top check 2 effect.
Yeah.
So 1, 2. All right, those are perfectly fine. I see 2 clean triggers.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go ahead and play our Lammy. We'll play Roboco. So this is a 1 of in this list. And then we're gonna follow that up by playing a 1k1. And I'm gonna bounce the Roboco to give 1k to the Kali. So she'll go up to 6,500, 7,500 with the climax, and then when I attack with the Lammy, I can give 1k here to make it 8-5 and swing over the Polka.
Yeah, so unfortunately my Polka is dying.
So we'll... Yeah, I have to swing here first. Swing, direct, power here for 3.
Cancel.
And then we'll front here for 8-5, for 2.
1, 2, cancel.
And then we'll swing front here for 2, 3. And with that, I can get a standby.
That's a pretty good trigger.
For 3.
1, 2, 3. Level. Level our Yodayo. Alright. Let's see if we want to activate our Mio. I think we can probably save that decision for after our clock if we did want to use our 2 stock. We have a lot of ways to use 2 stock here, so I will not use effects for now.
Sure.
Okay, stand and draw. Ooh, that's a good card. Alright, clock the query, maybe we could counter to draw 2. Alright. Three in waiting room, 1 in stock. Alrighty. Cards in hand?
6.
Okay. I think to make it difficult for him, I want to just hard remove that Lammy again. So we're going to play level 0 Raining.
Stop.
On play, discard. Let's see. We'll discard Mio. Top check. And salvage a level 0 or character. And we'll just get back the Matsuri. This board is fairly small, so we're going to just have an equally small board. Play the Matsuri. Do I want to mill? I think I do. So let's mill 3. Okay.
Okay, how many are you out now?
I am out 3.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll play Polka. And that's going to be where I stand by. It'll also allow me to give my Raining extra power so that I don't have to tie it with his meal. And everything.
You give us power here.
I'm good. I'm good. I want to be smaller. Just I want her to get in there. All right. So we'll play Standby. Activate Polka's effect. She has 2 effects when I play Climax, either of which I can use. So I'm going to. Which one do I want to use first? Let's see. I'm going to bounce her first and give rating 15 and then top check, and I can top check or leave it. Honestly, that's probably fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. And then next I'll pay 1 when I play Climax to top check, and I'll just add 1. So I'll add the Polka, and then activate Standby now. Here I will get out Oh, you know what? I totally thought I had a 2-1 Kanata, but I think that's there.
Yeah, you triggered it last turn.
Right. Alright, that's awkward. Alright, what I should have done, I should have done here. So I can stand by out the Pekora.
No, you can stand my. You can stand
No,
my.
no. We're gonna take that L. We're gonna take this fat L here. I'm gonna stand by on AZKi.
If you stand by out Pekora here, this monster goes to 2/5, and he can't swing under my land.
Yeah, I do. I run one of the Pekora global, or not global, the front 15 assist. But you know, we have to do with our own mistakes, so it's fine.
Okay.
Maybe the AZKi is even better. Maybe so. This makes both of my climaxes live for the following turns. Okay, let's go. We want to attack first with Matsuri, since if we trigger standby afterwards, we can just standby over her. So front for 2. Hey, my other Kanata.
1, cancel.
Alright, activate effect. Send it stock.
I'm sad.
So now, not only does he not get to pay that climax out, but also it is 2 cards deep.
Yeah, it's here now.
Okay, next we'll front with Rene for 1.
Take 1.
And then front, climax combo on attack, salvage level X or lower equal to the number of different cards in my memory. So we'll salvage a level 0, and then we'll just grab some nice utility back, I think. We'll grab... Can never go wrong with a Mio, so we'll just take Mio back. And then Polka gets 1k for the turn. For 2.
Level up. Ideally in this deck, we would like to be leveling level 0s if we can. Because those ones don't have soul triggers. Or, well, we want to be leveling 0s that don't have soul triggers. So
yeah.
So Ina is like perfectly fine. I think I'm going to take this opportunity to level Iroha because I want this AZKi to go into my waiting room so I can get it because the other one is here. Because you were talking about how, we buried the climax, and I'm just here like, you buried my AZKi. Okay. I have the option to use my Mio Drop Search. And I need to think about what I'm going to be playing moving forward. How do I contest this Polka? So she's just 7/5.
Yep.
Is it worth my one stock? It's probably worth my 1 stock. All right, I'll use the effect. I'm going to pay 1, and I'll discard Ame here, and we'll search, and I'll just grab another Kali.
Sure.
To
attack with.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Alright. So this one's dead. Draw for a turn. Let's clock red here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have red for that standby we got last turn.
Indeed. Alright. Let's go with... Start with Rene. So I'll use Rene's effect on play. I can discard a card, reveal the top card of my deck, salvage X or lower. We'll go ahead and grab our AZKi. I'll play the Kali, and I'll take the opportunity, since I know what my card is, to play Iroha level 0, which has on play, reveal the top card of my deck. It's already revealed. And then I give, if I hit a Hololive character or the Holix event that I don't play, I get to give 2k power, so I'll give 2k here. Next we'll play AZKi, and we'll play the Iroha Brainstorm, and then we'll use the Brainstorm to pay out that climax. For each climax I hit, I would salvage 1, but I did not hit 1. If I didn't say it already, then AZKi here. Okay.
That's 8/5 Kali to my 7/5.
Yep.
Which is a shame.
Okay. Now we'll go into our climax phase. I'll play my AZKi climax. I'll bounce back AZKi and sack the climax in order to use her combo, which lets me search for a Hololive character. And the one I will be grabbing is Lammy, because I want more cards. Because someone was rude.
Well, someone's killing my Polka, so fair is fair.
Okay. So you're out how many now?
5.
5. Okay. So we'll get Lammy, and then with the actual standby effect, I'm going to bring out an Ame.
Yep. Bring out a 2/1 for no stock, and then she will generate even more stock for no stock.
Alright, so the plan here, as far as attack order goes, is to attack with the Reine first. Because... Actually, Reine first? Probably Callie first, actually.
Callie first, because these have more value.
Reine has a chance to bounce.
Yeah.
So probably Callie first. Mm-hmm. And then if we trigger Standby, we can Standby over the Callie.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go with a front attack for 8/5 for... Darn it.
1 card off. Do we want to replace the Iroha then?
If I do, then I can't kill your opponent.
Oh, you mean tie? You can't have it live?
I would tie your Reine. So this probably should have been here.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. You would have canceled anyway. For 2.
Cancel.
Side attack for 1.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, for 2.
2's good.
It's fine. It's fine. All right, direct.
Yep.
All right, maybe not that. Maybe that's not good. I'll get another standby though.
Okay. So for 3, cancel. Huh. So I am. What is the last climax in my deck? Let's check. Let's take a check. It is a Polka. Okay. Stand.
Alright, next mandatory ability of Iroha. I really wish it wasn't mandatory right about now. Mill 2. If I mill a 3, or if I mill a 2 or higher character, I may bounce her back to my hand. Do I want to bounce her back to my hand? That's more damage.
It is more damage. Well, maybe a direct will give you a higher chance to cancel. And it also depends on how much you value hand size.
What cancel? What climax?
The one that you'll have when you go into next deck. How many are in 5 in waiting room?
4 in waiting room.
4 in waiting room, 3 in stock. You salvaged 1.
Yep.
5 deck.
Go ahead.
Okay. Draw for turn. Arf. Okay.
Arf.
Clock Yodayo. Hopefully we can draw our last climax. Nope.
Alright, so here's the plan. Here's my plan. By leaving this Iroha on the board, it lessens the incoming damage, which means that I feel less bad about accelerating. And when you kill, if you kill this, I will 3 stock, and then I will farm your board.
Yeah. Oh bother. We're coming up on a classic case of I am playing standby, so I can't really push damage very well. I also just didn't draw a standby, so a lot of my plays are just pretty limited by the fact that I don't have anything to activate, for example, my AZKi with, or my Polka. Well, we know the Reine is not canceling. That's something. Let's... Do I care about this Choco? No, let's tie Choco so you don't get a free reverse. And then we'll tie the Reine so you don't get a free reverse. And then... we'll play Mio. I'm gonna play Top Jack 2. I might value getting a standby right about now a bit more than triggering clean. So these are clean, and I have 1 left in deck. Actually, no. I forgot that I have 1 in stock still. That I brought out the AZKi with. Oh wait, no. I just standby that out.
You just
no.
it.
Yeah. No, I have 1. I have 1 in deck. No, I'll mill these.
Okay.
I want to trigger standby.
Sure. Last card standby.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Alright, I think that's about it. we're just going to go with a bunch of ties.
All right. I'm just hoping that you trigger at most one trigger, just the standby.
Okay. Let's go into attack. Front with the Choco. Standby. All right. So that worked as well as I could have hoped.
Yo, Pekra? Pekra right here?
No, I think I'm going to... might want to Toa for next turn. I could also use a Muna Brainstorm in case I don't draw a standby again. Yeah, I'll go with the Brainstorm. Alright, so that's for 2.
Yep. Yup, 2.
Yep, 2. Alright. Front.
Yep.
For 1.
Yep.
And
oh, it's tight.
Front.
1.
2.
No.
Nice.
I'm so sad. Why is this mandatory mill 2, man? Oh my god. Okay. Well, I'm now level 2, and
I mean, all things considered. Oh, you have 3 Ames.
yeah.
You have an army of detectives at your disposal.
I definitely have 3 Ames.
Well, this first half of the game is certainly not what we expected this kind of thing to look like, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Alright, refresh.
And refresh on my end.
Level... not exactly ideal, but we'll level the...
Okay. And then we'll go into Encore. On death, I'll activate her on death. Drop search effect.
So you went back 7?
7, yeah.
Okay.
I'm back 7. How can I ruin Randall's day more?
Stop.
You know, I'm just gonna grab a Mio again. When in doubt, this card is just crazy. If next turn I want to try to hit a Brainstorm, I can just play Mio first. Give me that sweet 6-card Brainstorm.
Okay.
Okay, you go.
Since I can't think of a much better way to pay out these climaxes.
You might as well. 3 stock. I can't wait for your Eurohook to mill 2 climaxes.
No, I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna use these climaxes as a foundation to murder you later.
Okay, that's fair enough.
All right, draw for a turn.
Yeah, if I don't have any reverse targets, and if you pay 3 stock, go back to 1 stock now, you might not just be able to play Guras.
All right, we'll clock Lammy for blue. Draw 2. Okay. Let's start by paying out one of those with an Iraha Brainstorm. Part of why I was okay with playing over the one I had was because I had one.
Another one, yeah.
Alright. And we miss. Well, that's a lot of gross. Okay. Huh.
It'd be nice if you could stand by 1 with the 1 in your hand.
Let's play AZKi. 1k here.
Yep.
And then we will play Standby. I'll bounce this back, kill the climax, search for a Gura, and we'll Standby out a Gura.
Yeah. And if you're wondering if using the AZKi effect first, killing the climax of the process will just like stop your standby, don't worry about that. The standby effect itself will still activate.
Yeah, the moment you put the Standby onto the board, the effect is
just
already
primed.
set to work, yeah.
All right. So here's the phase of the game where I just want to take as little damage as possible.
Thanks for the directs. Direct. 2.
Wow, that's a non-trigger. Cancel.
Direct. For 3.
1. Cancel.
Can you stop?
No.
Direct.
Okay,
For
this
3.
time I'll cancel on 3. Okay, that was obviously good. But if I'm being greedy, let's be a bit unpleasant here. I should have canceled on 3 and 2 and 3. That would have been super good.
Okay, honestly, I think considering that you canceled the first 2, this is probably the best outcome because it means that you can't really go to...
I'm kind of locked right now. If I cancel twice and got hit to 2, that opens up a lot of plays for me. Standby all level 3s, playing some 2-1s, early playing some 3-2s. as it stands now, I'm kind of in this weird position where I'm 4 out and I kind of have to find a way to get out of here. Well, fortunately, we did grab that Mio, which should by herself help us quite a bit. What did we cancel with? 2 Polkas and 1 AZKi. Alright, I'm not going to bank on drawing her standby, so we'll clock Polka, draw 2. Okay, and then start off with Mio. So we have a standby, our very first trigger last turn. Is it worth it for us to pay 3 stock here to refresh? Yeah, you know what? I can see it. So let's pay that drop search effect.
Another one.
My army. There you go. And then top check 2. We'll mill that and brainstorm. 2, 3, 4. 2.
So you're at 6?
I am out 6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That seems solid enough to me.
Okay.
Also, am I crazy? How I triggered last attack? Wait, how was my?
You triggered second.
Oh, a second attack. Yeah, I paid 1 out with Mio. Okay, I just misremembered. Okay. Alrighty. No 3. No 3.
Ooh, I hope you trigger 2 standbys.
Do I want some extra insurance by playing another Mio?
How much hand do you have right now?
6.
Okay.
You know what? I'm not scared. Front. 2. Ooh, nice.
Take 2.
Front. 1.
Cancel.
And front. Standby. Alas, I am still level 1. There is actually nothing I want here. Because I don't want to standby out something and just give you a free reverse. That would be kind of silly. Alright, go standby 2.
Take 2.
And then on death, I'll pay 1. Drop. What am I dropping? Or if we need this, we'll get this off later. We do run 2 in our deck, and then we'll grab a Luna.
Okay. Tap. Right. Draw for turn. Alright. I kind of need to get through this deck. And if I'm being completely honest,
We do like honesty.
I'm not super afraid of you killing me from 2-6. So I'm gonna clock.
Yeah, I have no board and no climax combo finishers, so I think you are perfectly reasonable with that assessment.
Clock Kanata.
Yeah.
Draw 2. I will do a brainstorm here. Hit 1. Okay, hold on. Alright, how can I get through one more card in deck? Is that a thing I can do?
One more card in deck.
Oh, wait. I don't need to get through one card in deck. I can just use an Iroha next turn.
Oh, and then I just those 2.
Yeah.
Get that nice compression with the refresh with your clock.
Yeah. So I'll salvage an Iroha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play over Ame with Reine, and I'm gonna discard Ayame to reveal top 3. I'll get a Gura.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that was a beautiful top check. So now we know he just has triple Gura, 2 in hand, 1 board.
1, 2, 3, 6. No. So if I do that, I can turn with 6. No. I was considering Gura comboing this turn. I'm still considering Gura comboing this turn.
Your climaxes are on your second and third?
Second and third.
Stop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with paying out the climaxes. It's just that, like, if I want to apply pressure right now. I think what I'll do is I'll just play a climax this turn and then not combo.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play the Iroha here. Reveal top, whatever power.
Yep.
Alright. So I'm just gonna play this climax.
Same this.
And just use it to swing.
Ah.
So, I mean, this one's probably just canceling, so I'll direct for 4.
Back 7.
Yep.
Refresh, and we finally hit level 2. Let's go on level green.
Direct here for 4.
Cancel.
Direct here for 4.
Cancel. Oh my goodness.
Okay, this goes to waiting room, and at the start of your turn, mill 2.
Yep. Alright, so are we going back 6?
I'm going back 5.
Missing.
Okay, so there's 2 standbys, 3 pants here.
Okay. Stand, draw. Alright. Could not have asked for a better deck rotation there. So we probably hit him to somewhere around like a 3-2, 3-3 next turn to probably play double Gura just to heal down if anything. I think our biggest lose condition at this point is just getting blasted. So I want to make sure we end our turn with as good a deck as possible. Right now we have 3 out, so we have 5 left in here. The first thing I want to think about is it worth it to try to go for a refresh this turn? We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 23 cards in deck. With our meals, we have the ability to basically mill 4, and Muna Brainstorm allows us to mill a good amount as well. We could also use the Ayame to top check 3, add 1, further solidifying our deck mill.
Wait, how many climaxes are you out?
Oh, yeah, I am out 3. Okay, I can't play Anime. I am 2 or less. If I clock... I don't want to clock. Alright, this definitely just seems like a I'm just going to do the same thing I did last turn angle. But I'm not going to clock because that's one closer to dying. So play, meal, and do I want to drop search? I don't think so. I'll just top check 2. And we'll mill that. Alright, let's go with the brainstorm next. 1.
So now you're 4 out.
So here, what I'm going to do is I'll play the meal, and then if it's clean, I'll just go into attack. So I'll play meal and top check 2, and I'll leave them there. You know, AZKi, I've never been able to draw your climax. I think it's time to go.
Okay.
Alrighty. Powers. I think at this point I still want you to direct for 5s if you want to Gura. That just gives me a better chance to cancel, so I'm fine just crashing these still. Crashing these also means I get to +1 compression when they die to take 1 card out of my deck. So let's front for 1.
Yep.
I know that's a trigger, so let's front here for 2.
Cancel.
Okay, and then front for standby. And let's standby here.
Luna.
If anything, just for the top check. Actually, no. We'll save her. We'll standby in the back.
For 2?
Yeah.
And you're fronting, right?
Fronting.
Cancel.
Ooh,
bounce
nice.
back.
So she's here now.
Bounce back, yep.
Okay.
We love on cancel bounce back.
And then on death, start of encore, pay 1. Drop Mikochi. Search for Luna. Alright, and I think that ends my turn.
Alright. Stand and draw. I'm gonna no clock here. Alright, so we'll start, for sure we're playing this Gura.
Yep.
How many cards do you have in your deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It would be about 50-50 if I went for stock swap. But I would also have to gamble on hitting a climax. You have 3 climax left in deck. I think I'm kind of down to just push.
I think these are pretty good numbers to just try to go for a Gura.
I'm just down to, I'm pretty down to like just push you in.
Yeah.
The question is, do I want to keep Iroha or do I want to keep Ame? I think I want to keep Ame. Alright. So we'll move these. So these Guras are on play heal, and then if all of my characters are Hololive, plus 3k continuously. So these Guras are.
So was there? I guess if you were going for the double Gura, would you have clocked?
Probably still not.
Because you like your deck state or what?
It's not that I like it so much as just like I want to try to increase the chance of me having as many climaxes in my deck still at the end of all this.
Sure.
Okay. All right, and then we'll just go for it. So
okay.
The climax combo is on attack. If I have 5 or 6 or less hand, I can pay 2, discard 1. And we'll just do it.
All right. So, I don't think we've seen a 2-0 to dead on the channel before, so
maybe not.
This might be creating some Tressa's Collectibles history.
Yeah. All right. So on attack, pay 2, discard 1,
and then
we'll ditch Roboco.
So we'll
burn 2,
cancel.
Mill 1, burn 1.
Hey, that's a level 0 that has a soul trigger.
Mill, miss.
Okay.
This is for 5.
1, 2, 3, cancel.
Okay. We'll go with this one. Pay 2, front. Discard Lammy.
Burn
2.
2's good.
Mill, burn 1.
Burn 1, cancel. That's what you like to see.
Miss for 4.
Alright, so this should just be good. You do level me.
Oh, you look dead to me.
You do have lethal. Yellow. This goes here.
Okay. And then, yeah, so we didn't really explain it, but basically what it does is burn 2 for sure, and then you mill 1 twice, and then if those cards have soul triggers, then you get to burn 1 for each.
Yeah, it's the reason why we want to jam as many soul triggers into our deck as possible, such as the level 0 Ina, Climax Swapper, the level 1 Iroha, Brainstorm are all 4s. Of course, you normally wouldn't see as 4s, but that's the reason. Alright. I am going back 8, Currently processing the burn 2. Now what I'm hoping is that I can cancel the 2, and then I'll cancel one of the 1s, and that'll put me out of lethal range.
And then I'll
the worst case scenario is if the 1s ping off climaxes, and just take the 5. A lot of ways this could go wrong.
We gotta get it. We gotta give him the good shuffle. All right, you're dead.
Okay, that's the cut of death. Oh my god! All right, then 2.
All right,
and then we mill twice.
Burn 1.
Burn 1. Oh my!
Burn 1.
Trigger
for 5.
1, 2, 3. Okay, we're alive. We're alive. Meal. All right. What do we? I don't think I need anything. 2, 4. Oh, I guess I could go for the AZKi. Yeah, let's try to search out an AZKi. So that we can discard her next turn. So we might be able to stand by her after we triple Luna. Alright, pay 1. Discard.
Triple Luna? I don't like the sound of that.
Discard. I don't think I'm gonna heal. So let's discard the healer. Look for AZKi. And then we'll discard her as part of Luna cost. If we can then trigger a standby on our second or third attack, I can bring her up to the front row. And then she can get an extra burn off at the end of everything.
How much hand do you have?
I have 5 right now. Well, 6 with this.
Okay.
So plenty hand.
I mean, you would have to play 2 Lunas and discard 5 cards in order to do all that, so.
Should be fine. Stand, draw. Clock. Draw 2. Right. Babies.
Hello there.
Baby bottle pop. Alright, so now we have 6 cards in hand, 3 discards with a Luna, and then when I play AZKi, I'll be able to discard 2. Oh, I actually have the opportunity for 2 AZKis. Maybe, if I'm just really, really on top of things.
Or you could just not trigger standby.
No.
How many are you out now? 4?
I'm out 2, 3.
Oh,
so there's 5 left in there.
Okay.
So if I play this meal, am I able to trigger? No, I have a finite hand size just based off of not being able to plus when I trigger a standby. So we'll reserve 3 for the Luna, and we're gonna assume that we can trigger 1 for AZKi. Okay, so what we need to do here then is just brainstorm for 1 more card, and if we hit 1, then we'll have enough hand to potentially high roll double AZKi. Brainstorm.
I hope you hit 3 just so you can't. Oh, okay.
Alright, that's 1. That is the 1. Do I want triggers in my deck? 1, 2, 3. I think I do. I like the sound of 3s. So let's take out a non-trigger. And search a card I've never searched before.
You sure you want to search that? It's kind of a weird card to search.
Yeah, no, it's not very good. Only 500 power.
Why do you run this card again?
Okay. Now I could play the Mio just for some insurance to make sure that I don't trigger standby first attack before I want to. You know what? I think...
But then you don't have enough hand for a double AZKi.
I think that's probably the more reasonable line. I think double AZKi is probably just not very reasonable, because I'd also have to trigger 2 and 3rd, the second and third standby on exactly these 2 attacks, because I can't trigger in the first one. All right, I'm just gonna make sure that things are going in the proper order. And thank Lord I did. Okay. All right, let's go into attack. Front for 2.
Cancel.
All right, and on reverse, we'll pitch a Hololive to burn 1. Then next, front, standby out the AZKi. This is for 3.
Oh no, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And then we'll pitch 1, burn 1.
Please take it. I need to take it. Okay.
And front for 2.
Cancel.
Alright, so good thing we prepped for that AZKi. Now we have another chance, or 2 more chances for lethal here.
Easiest
Easiest top deck cancels of your life.
Easy.
It's not even close.
Okay, Peko.
Okay, Peko. Parduin.
Alright, easy game.
Tap.
Refresh points. Okay.
Discard. Burn 1.
I'm dead.
Okay. And then AZKi, start of Encore. Discard 2 to burn 1 again.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that was certainly one of the games that we have ever featured on this channel.
That was definitely a game.
My 8 standby deck that had absolutely no board at all and intentionally crashed everything. Randall triple triggering that turn to bring out 3 Amelias.
3 Ames and then can never reverse anything.
There's literally no reverse targets inside.
God.
You still got triple Gura though.
Yeah.
Just by virtue of the game progressing without you needing to spend stock.
Yeah.
So not exactly a super accurate representation of how the games usually go, at least from my end. But
yeah. I'm also just not super used to playing this deck. This is actually the first time I've ever played this deck, so
yeah, I do think that things went as well as you could have given the circumstance of. Well, you piloted as well as you could have given the circumstances of the situation at hand.
Yeah.
Right. I think all the plays you made were very logical.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the Gura deck is pretty straightforward overall, so I think you did pretty well.
Yeah, I think probably, if anything, I think I probably would have preferred more red zeros, just as to have more
Clock fodder?
more level fodder mainly, because like I leveled this. But then again, like the Roboco, I probably could have clocked the Roboco at some point.
Yeah. Well, the Roboco did help you, get that extra power threshold to kill my 1/1. That was the one thing that I regret for this particular video.
Was putting the 1/1 in the front.
Well, it's kind of just more like I couldn't really utilize the level 0 Toa, which is a big part of how you can make the Polka really annoying. The Toa is on attack, you can give another character 1500 in hand encore cross turn. So if you stand by out Polka at level 0 and then you push her up to attack alongside Polka, you don't even really have to worry about the Polka dying because she just is 9k hand encore. But in this particular game, I just didn't really get to use the Toa, and I also had that kind of like mispositioning where I should have brought out the Pekora on the other side.
Right.
Those two scenarios made it so that like my 1/1 Polka, which is kind of like the thing you sit on for more than half the game, or at least it's what you would expect to. I kind of just lost board out of that, but it's kind of a blessing in disguise because in response, he didn't really get to play the game or like be interactive with my board because I just didn't have a board, and it also allowed me to just make him swing for a bunch of directs, increase my chances of canceling. And at the end of the day, it's just whoever gets to level 4 first. So we just played to how the game flow was going.
Yeah, the Mio plus Brainstorm combination throughout that game was just like infinite hand, pretty much, and like perfect triggers. It's just like, oh man, that Mio is so good.
Yeah, like that first. I mean, both effects are just crazy, but when you consider the fact that like she has so many multi-use applications, not only for just knowing what your triggers are so you have more information, but also getting that 6 to 8 card brainstorm. Like if I really wanted to hit a brainstorm and play Mio, mill 2. If I didn't see a climax, then play another Mio, mill 2, and just mill 4. It basically was the perfect card when I wanted to just play I'm just going to compress as much as possible game. Even acts as an out. If I do trigger climaxes, I can just pay them out immediately so I have a better refresh without needing to 3 stock. So crazy card. Yeah, I think that's about it, right?
I think probably the only thing besides that was you didn't get to really use the Kanata field swap because you were just sack.
What is the field?
Yeah,
we have no field.
Can't field swap with no field. Yeah.
I do think that how you play this matchup will vary greatly, because like I think sometimes in certain matchups you can just bring out the Pekora and then your Polkas will never ever die if you're playing against like a fellow 1k1 deck. But then if you're playing against something that has a lot more power and you want to protect your Polkas, you want to utilize Toa more, or if you're trying to play against like Alice and stuff, then you definitely want to prioritize the Kanata more, because the front 15 from the Pekko isn't going to do anything in that particular matchup for your level 1s, but your Kanatas can certainly start contesting Alice's, especially if you can standby out one, back row, and then you can maybe when you play it, and then you can stamp out another one when you trigger, and then you can field swap to make sure both your Kanatas are alive on the following turn. You can maybe just bring up one of your brainstorms or something in the back row.
How big does the Kanata get?
12k by herself.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yeah. If you have a full board, it's 12k.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. So you get 1,000 per. Oh, 11k. 11k.
Okay.
Yeah, 11k.
So it doesn't cleanly contest,
but it contests.
Alice,
but it contests.
Yeah.
And it's especially if then we get to level 2, maybe we can play this, and then both our AZKi and the Polka help power buffs as well as the Toa. So there's a lot of power buffs to be had in this deck, so you can kind of just play it by ear depending on the matchup. I think it's a pretty nice aspect of this deck. But like we were mentioning at the beginning of this video, this deck really came on recently in Japan as a result of the ban list. Before that, this deck wasn't really a thing. I think most people were just on X Gura.
Yeah.
We saw some Kanata Gura sometimes, but mostly it was AZKi Gura for the ability to just cheat out characters.
Yeah, a lot of people are still playing the AZKi Gura list without the Ame though. So there's some new tech that people are playing, I've
seen a lot of lists with 2-1
Anya.
Anya, yeah. I was wondering about that. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think it's mostly just because it's a card that can easily contest opposing big boards. So if you play the Anya into let's say you play into this, right? She can attack for 12k cleanly over this 11/5 Luna, and then
no backup.
No backup. Yeah. So also with a little bit of buffing from other cards, you can contest things like Muradon level 2 in the Tensura matchup.
Exactly.
So just constantly developing. This build in particular is probably more of a cookie cutter build though. So if you're looking for kind of the simple Gura version, this is the kind of deck that you should
maximize on all the good cards. Make sure the game plan is as consistent as possible, and then you guys can kind of tweak it to your own liking once you get comfortable with how the base list performs. So that does it for this first game video. We do have plenty of more gameplay videos up ahead for Hololive. With Hololive Volume 2's release, we are finally back to the one release a month schedule instead of one release every 2 weeks, which means we have a bit more time to spend on each block. So we're going to have a lot more games than usual for you guys, so stick around, don't miss them, and until next time, this has been Mike, aka Mike,
and Randall, aka Shizukatz,
on the Tressa's Collectibles channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.